Imagine a mid-size pickup that looks rugged enough for serious off-road abuse, yet promises the kind of performance and toughness usually reserved for far more expensive trucks. That's exactly what the new 2026 ISUZU D-Max V-Cross 4x4 is claiming to deliver. On paper, it brings bold styling, heavy-duty off-road hardware, and a reputation for reliability that has made ISUZU famous worldwide. But here's the surprising part. It might be aiming straight at the heart of trucks like the Toyota Tacoma and Ford Ranger. Is this just another tough-looking pickup, or is ISUZU quietly building a real game-changer? By the end of this video, you'll know whether the D-Max V-Cross is all hype or a truck the competition should genuinely worry about. The 2026 ISUZU D-Max V-Cross 4x4 comes from a brand that's quietly built its reputation on one thing: toughness. For decades, ISUZU has been known around the world for making durable work trucks and diesel engines that survive harsh conditions where other vehicles struggle. Now, with the latest D-Max V-Cross, ISUZU is stepping beyond pure utility and aiming directly at lifestyle pickup buyers who want both rugged capability and everyday comfort. This new model is designed for drivers who spend their weekdays on highways and weekends on dirt trails. It targets the same space dominated by popular mid-size pickups, but with a different promise. No flashy gimmicks, just solid engineering, off-road readiness, and long-term reliability. Visually, the D-Max V-Cross looks more aggressive than before, with a bold stance that hints at serious capability without saying too much just yet. What makes this launch especially interesting is timing. As buyers look for trucks that can handle adventure without breaking the bank, ISUZU is positioning the D-Max V-Cross as a tough, no-nonsense alternative. In the next sections, we'll break down how it actually performs, what it offers inside, and whether this pickup can truly stand its ground against established rivals. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. At first glance, the 2026 ISUZU D-Max V-Cross 4x4 looks like it means business, and once you dig a little deeper, that impression only grows stronger. The front end feels bold and upright, with a wide grille and sharp lighting that give it a confident, almost armored look. On the road, it doesn't try to be flashy, but it definitely doesn't fade into the background either. This is a truck that looks ready before you even turn the key. Under the hood, ISUZU sticks to what it knows best: durability-focused performance. The D-Max V-Cross is tuned to deliver strong low-end pulling power, the kind you feel when merging onto a highway or climbing a steep dirt trail. Acceleration isn't about drama here. It's smooth, steady, and reassuring. You get the sense that this truck is built to work hard every single day, not just impress on paper. And when you switch into four-wheel drive, the character changes. Loose gravel, mud, uneven terrain, it feels composed, planted, and confident, like it's been here before.
Step inside, and the story continues in a surprisingly balanced way. The cabin isn't overly luxurious, but it's far from bare. Everything feels solid to the touch, laid out logically, and easy to use. The driving position is high and commanding, giving you a clear view of the road or trail ahead. Modern tech features are present where they matter most, from infotainment to driver assistance, but ISUZU keeps things simple enough that you're not distracted by unnecessary complexity. It's the kind of interior that feels comfortable on long drives and tough enough to handle real life.
That said, the D-Max V-Cross isn't pretending to be perfect. While the ride is stable and confidence-inspiring, it can feel firm over rough pavement, reminding you that this is still a body-on-frame pickup at heart. Some rivals may offer a slightly more refined, car-like feel on city roads. And while the design is bold, it leans more toward rugged function than cutting-edge style, something some buyers will love and others may question. Where this truck really stands out is its overall balance. It blends off-road readiness, everyday usability, and long-term reliability into one package without trying too hard. You can imagine using it as a daily driver during the week, then loading it up for an off-road adventure on the weekend without a second thought. That versatility is its quiet strength. But here's the real question. How does all of this stack up when you factor in pricing, ownership value, and real-world competition? Because the numbers and a few surprises might change how you see this truck entirely.
This is the moment where expectations meet reality. On real roads and rough terrain, the 2026 ISUZU D-Max V-Cross 4x4 finally shows its true personality. And honestly, it's not what many people expect. The first surprise hits the moment the pavement ends. Where some pickups feel nervous or unsettled, the D-Max stays planted. The suspension works quietly underneath you, soaking up uneven ground, while the truck keeps moving forward with steady confidence. There's no drama, no wheel spin chaos, just controlled traction doing its job.
Push it harder, and the truck reveals its strongest trait: consistency. It may not launch with neck-snapping speed, but when the trail gets steep or the surface turns loose, the D-Max doesn't hesitate. Throttle response feels predictable, power delivery stays smooth, and the steering remains reassuring even when the terrain tries to fight back. This is where expectations shift. You realize this pickup wasn't built to impress in a quick spec sheet race. It was built to finish the job. Back on the road, the contrast becomes even more interesting. At highway speeds, the D-Max settles into a calm, stable rhythm. Wind noise is controlled, the ride feels solid, and long drives feel far less tiring than you'd expect from a rugged off-road truck. Still, this is also where a limitation appears. Compared to some rivals, the engine doesn't feel eager to sprint. It prefers patience over aggression, and that may divide buyers. And then comes the real turning point. When you step back and look at the entire experience, off-road confidence, daily usability, and that unmistakable feeling of durability, you start to see what ISUZU is really doing here. This truck isn't chasing trends, it's challenging expectations.
So here's the bottom line. The 2026 ISUZU D-Max V-Cross 4x4 doesn't try to outshine the competition with flashy tech or headline-grabbing numbers, and that's exactly its strength. What it delivers instead is something many trucks promise but few truly execute: confidence you can feel every time the road ends. It's solid, predictable, and built with a clear purpose in mind.
Now the question is yours to answer. Would you choose proven toughness over flashy features? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your experience with ISUZU or other midsize pickups. And if this breakdown helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more honest car reviews.